Grant's a team that's given you guys problems this year and 3 previous tough games. What's it like to kind of win a rugged game against a physical team, out-rebound them, and also not shoot the 3 all that well? So it wasn't like you were pretty on offense. You just kind of grinded out this win.
It's huge. It shows you that you can win in multiple different ways. They're a talented team. They play physically. Zach made a lot of great shots towards the end, and they have all the capabilities to win, and we just did a good job continuing to compete with them, continue to execute down the stretch, and that's something that earlier in the season we weren't necessarily doing. So it shows a little bit of growth for the team, and we just got to keep our heads level and keep it going.
Precisely the halfway point. You guys are 9 games better than you were last year. Can you assess the first half and how you think you guys have done?
I think that we've done decently well. Definitely have some drop-offs and some games where we shouldn't have performed the way we did. So we definitely can't say we were perfect by any means. And I think that just shows that throughout the whole regular season, there's going to be ups and downs. It's just a matter of how you respond to them. And I think we're doing a good job of making sure that we're responding the right way, keeping the same mentalities, keeping the same cheer and joy for one another, and getting back to really who we are at the beginning of the season and trying to take that energy on to the second half.
Grant, what are the steps you're seeing from Rob each night, and how are you kind of trying to help him reintegrate?
Rob's phenomenal, man. He's such a special part of this team. He does so many tremendous things that not many people in the league can even do. So he does a phenomenal job of not only protecting us on the defensive end, but he's doing a great job pressuring them on offensive glass, being a threat down there, lob threat. And like JT and JB both said, I think in previous days, we could continue to include him and continue to get working back into the offense, get familiar with him, understand that there may be opportunities to not only throw lobs, but also drop it off to him to allow him to make a play. And he's a phenomenal passer. That's one of the best things he does in the game. So getting him touches on the ball and allowing us to move off ball and create better actions so that way we can get not only wide open looks but also easy dunks and layups and everything else.
What ways did DeMar challenge you, and after he went out, how did their attack kind of change?
Yeah, DeMar puts so much pressure on your defense just because the tough shots that he takes aren't necessarily tough shots for him. So you have to distinguish what you want to live with versus what you're comfortable not living with. So biggest thing was not fouling him and making sure that he had to make those tough shots consistently. He was doing that. When he went down, Zach did a great job of not only taking over and taking that step and understanding that he had to step up in the game. And we didn't do our best job of cutting that water off, but we did a good job enough to win the game, so that's all that matters.
Grant, you had 3 3-pointers in this one. After 5 games where you made 2 in all of those 5, it seemed like when one of them went down tonight, you kind of gave yourself a little bit of a look. Has it been frustrating to not have that fall?
Actually, it's not that bad just because over the past couple games, I've only taken like 1 each game, so it's like it's more so just about making sure that you're confident, like you're staying confident in the shot and making sure you're taking the ones that are available. So tonight, taking those looks, even though it's frustrating at times when you're hitting the front of the rim, so you know all of them feel good and look good, just knocking them down. So some of them kind of, it's like you live in the right way, leaving the last one where you shot it kind of long because you were shooting so short. And sometimes you just got to, as a shooter, you just got to keep your head level and not overthink it too much. And sometimes just trust the shot that's going in, trust the shot that's going up. And I'll have to get back in the gym, just continue to work at it, continue day after day. And they fell a little bit tonight, not to the level of degree that I would like. So I'll always be critical of myself. So that's probably the more frustrating part, is that I'll always, no matter if I make 7 out of 8, I'll be mad that I didn't make the 8 out of 8. So I feel like that's how you improve the most.
Do you feel like you're shooting enough, or do you think you're leaving some out there?
I definitely leave some out there sometimes. Guys are encouraging me to continue to be aggressive, and that's something that I've always, in my career, not only just always dating back to when I was 12 years old, I'm a pass-first guy and a guy that always thinks about what's next and the next play, not realizing sometimes you have to be aggressive. So just continue to work that, continue to understand where in the offense that you should not only take those shots, but also trust that your teammates know that they're going to go in. And just continue to be confident in that means, because those shots are good shots for the team, and making sure that you understand that to the highest regard is the best thing.
Grant, is Rob's hustle contagious?
Absolutely. Rob's presence is contagious. Just him being on the floor, the energy, the life, the smiles, the character of person that he is contagious, not in just the floor, but the room that he walks into. And fortunate enough to have a teammate like him, because even when necessarily you're not playing your best, or even when you're in your own head, he does a phenomenal job of just walking up to you and telling you you're doing your job. And you're doing whatever you need to be doing and just keep your head up. And he's a phenomenal person. So I'm thankful for Rob and the fact that he's back and playing. It's great to see.
And you guys knew boards were going to be a key piece to the game, but without Marcus, did you feel like everyone kind of had to raise their level of intensity a little bit?
Yeah, we definitely miss Smart. He's such a vital part of this team, and it's definitely one of those things. Just we have to, as no matter how long he's out, just next man up mentality. Come out and play as hard as we can. Bring that tenacity and effort that he continually brings every single night. And he's a leader, and stepping up and being a vocal presence in the locker room, stepping up, being a guy that can defend and can challenge everyone else. He does a phenomenal job of that. So when he's gone, we have to step up into those roles, and he's phenomenal because he'll text us even halftime, quarters, and be like, "Hey, keep going this or keep doing that." You know how he is. So, we miss him, but we have to continue to step up one another.
You also matched your regular season high tonight with 20 points. Does your improved ability off the dribble help you, whether it's to, with your confidence or stay aggressive on a night where threes aren't falling?
Yeah, I feel like I'll continually improve, not only year over year, but night after night, just continuing to understand spacing, understand driving angles, understand how people are guarding you. And I feel like in the beginning of the game, I didn't make a couple shots, and I just decided, try to see something go in, be aggressive, continue to go downhill, be physical. And then the rebounding helps too. When you're doing a good job of being physical and getting extra opportunities for your team, or even finishing the opportunities on the other end, on defensive end, it allows you to feel more comfortable in the flow of the game. So that's something I have to continue to do because at times that lacks. Thank you, guys.